Hello everyone, it's Lottie from Cancer is a Lifestyle. You can probably see my daughter in the background there, but she's got a job to do right now. Anyway, as you can see that we are not in our usual surroundings here. We're like in a different room altogether, and that's because we are actually in a hotel room. And at the start of the year when we sat down and were talking about our financial goals and what we wanted to do and how to attack it aggressively this year and get it done, we were actually wondering, are we going to do any kind of vacationing, or how can we do some kind of a trip or something without having to spend a lot of money. So, I kind of thought, well, let me see what we have around here. I Googled our state and I Googled the nearby states and try to see what, if there's any tourist attractions or things like that that you can have a fun little trip on the weekend and still get away and leave your home, but it wouldn't cost you a lot. And you'd be surprised how many things popped up. So if you are interested in a short little getaway, you can easily just Google your hometown, or your home state and the surrounding states. And we actually put in a limit on the hours of how much we wanted to drive within 3 hours, no longer. And so right now we're in little Wisconsin. And also there's a lot of little tricks that you can do that you can save quite a bit of money on your trip. For one thing, when you book your stay, we tried out different hotels and different pricings. And originally we wanted to have a suite with a kitchen where we can cook our own meals or bring our own food. That was the option that we wanted to do, is we wanted to bring our own food. And but when it came down to booking it, since it is a holiday weekend, a lot of hotels will charge you almost double for that room. So when it came down to it, the price that they wanted for that suite really did not match the hotel. So let's put it that way. If I'm going to spend that much money for a hotel room, I might as well go to a five-star resort and get my money's worth. So we opted actually for separate rooms in another hotel that offered a microwave, that did offer a refrigerator where you can store your food. They also offer breakfast. So that's a great deal right there. Now, a lot of hotels, when you do book them, they actually have an option, which a lot of you should, are aware. When you reserve your room, you have the option of whether you want to pay for it right now or if you want to pay for it when you arrive. Now, that saves you a room, and if you opt for the option of paying upon arrival, you actually pay a little bit more, but you can cancel at any time. That's the option. Well, we decided to pay right away, and we saved a few bucks doing that per night. So that's another way to save. But canceling, you don't get your money back really if you cancel. So that's another thing. Another thing we did is that we kind of saved any gift cards that we got from Christmas time, and we used that to kind of pay for anything like groceries or anything like that. We're going to actually have a really nice meal coming up. We're going to, kind of splurge and have a really nice meal at Olive Garden and saving gift cards for that. But you have gift cards, other gift cards that people give you all the time, like we have from Trader Joe and Walmart and things like that, where you can purchase your food, which is another way of saving. Instead of going out to eat, you can bring your own food here to eat, like salads or sandwiches. And on one of our trips when my children were smaller, we went to Florida, and we opted to go to we were very lucky that there was a grocery store not very far away from the hotel. We walked over there, bought groceries, and we actually had snacks, fresh fruit, sandwich meats, and and we were able to have make our own meals. That's another great way of saving. So, and also we ended up staying only for like 2 nights or so, and so yeah, so we are away. But it did not really cost us a lot of money at all. It was a nice little trip. And sometimes you just got to leave the home, because if you do stay in the house, what do? You end up, you end up cleaning, you end up cooking, you end up doing a lot of things that you normally You know, how is that a vacation if you're still doing the same normal things every day? So we are having a little weekend getaway. We are celebrating a couple things. You know, one, that we were able to pay off that major bill. That is a big accomplishment. It is a treat, a reward for all the hard work we put in and gave up a lot of things. And also my 12-year anniversary is falls in again on the same weekend. So now that we had a little break and all, we are going to be going forward and attacking aggressively the next stage of our financial goal, which is, a little, we're a little anxious about that because, now that you accomplished one goal, you know how much it took to get there. So you know what the work involved, and I don't know. We're gonna see how it goes. But that is our little weekend getaway here. We are packing up and heading home. We are going to stop in and try to get some sightseeing done before. It has been raining, storming. We actually picked a weekend. That is the only downside to this trip, that we picked a weekend that is like really has horrible storms across the states, and flash floods warning in a lot of states, and thunderstorms, and yeah, so we did not really pick a great weekend to go like sightseeing and all, but now there's a break in the weather, so we hope to catch some sights before we go home. And then also on this weekend here, my brother ended up getting sick in the hospital and having surgery, which made me very anxious as I was driving here and all, to hear of the news and all. But I was very grateful to have my daughter around to calm me down a little bit. So yeah, so that is our little weekend getaway that we had, and now we're heading back and getting back to real life again. It was really nice to stay and actually, get in some cable. I have not watched cable in so long. I cannot believe how many commercials there are. Oh my goodness, it's unbelievable. But anyway, thank you so much, everyone, and I will see you later. Bye.